If your practice depends on where you are, you haven't found the real Bodhimanda yet.
Sudhana went to the town and arrived at the residence of the Upasika Utmost Worthy. He respectfully bowed to her, circumambulated her in reverence, and then stood to the side with his palms joined, requesting of her,
"O Holy One, I have already awakened the aspiration for unsurpassed, perfect enlightenment, but I do not yet know how a bodhisattva should learn the practices of a bodhisattva, nor how to cultivate the bodhisattva path. I have heard that you, Holy One, are skilled in guiding and teaching. Please explain this for me."
Good young man, I have attained a bodhisattva's gateway to liberation, called the Bodhimanda of no relying place. Having realized it myself, I also explain it to others. Furthermore, I have also attained the endless Samadhi. This does not mean that the Samadhi itself has an end or no end, but rather that this Samadhi can generate inexhaustible capacities of wisdom.
it can bring forth the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind, endowed with all the characteristics of wisdom. And these faculties are inexhaustible. It can generate boundless merit, rolling forth like endless ocean waves. It can bring forth inexhaustible light of wisdom. It can generate boundless and swiftly responding spiritual powers.
Good young man, I only know this liberation gateway of the Bodhimanda of no abiding place. As for the manifold unattached merits and practices of those great bodhisattvas, how could I possibly know or speak of them all? Good young man, to the south there is a city called Fertile Field, where dwells an elder named Firm Liberation. You may go to him and ask how a bodhisattva should learn the bodhisattva practices and cultivate the bodhisattva path.
What do we learn here? First, the Bodhimanda of no abiding place. Any place can be a place for spiritual practice. Upasika Utmost Worthy's teaching is called the Bodhimanda of no abiding place. Relying on no fixed location, everywhere is a sacred space. We often feel that we must wait for a perfect environment to work well, or for all conditions to be ready before we can grow. But this teaching tells us, do not depend on external conditions. In the office, at home, on a commuting subway, or in a noisy environment, as long as your mind is settled, anywhere can be a place for your growth. Second, endless Samadhi. Deep concentration unlocks infinite potential. Endless Samadhi can give rise to the boundless wisdom of the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. When a person is truly focused and delves deeply into a matter, their perception becomes extraordinarily keen. A chef, deeply immersed in culinary arts, can instantly smell the freshness of ingredients. A musician, deeply immersed in music, can hear subtle details that others miss. Parents, deeply loving their child, can see the complex emotions behind a single glance. Deep focus and wholeheartedness can make all our six senses wiser. This is not a myth. It is a true, living experience. Third, merits and good deeds multiply like a rolling snowball. The scripture says that endless Samadhi generates boundless ocean waves of merit. Acts of kindness accumulate. If you help one person today, that person might go on to help 10 others. A single act of goodwill is like ripples on the water, spreading outward circle by circle, never truly vanishing. We do not need to do grand things to be meaningful. Every small kind thought and good deed is accumulating into boundless waves of merit. Fourth, the light of wisdom can illuminate the paths of others. The scripture says that endless Samadhi generates inexhaustible light of wisdom. As you continuously learn and grow, you will naturally become a guiding light for others. A warm word can brighten someone's darkest night. Timely advice can help another out of a dilemma. The power of a good role model can influence the next generation. You do not need to be the sun to illuminate others. Even a small candle can dispel the darkness.
If you're seeking light, remember, it's never far away. It has always been within your heart. In the next chapter, we'll follow Sudhana to meet his next wise teacher.